1st and 10. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run it here with Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. Now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's hard to believe when we look at the numbers that our statistician Marvin has given us about Aaron Rodgers today, that he's been held to this few. That's not normal for him.
And that explains the scoreboard, doesn't it?
It really does. As he goes, so goes his team, and he is just absolutely scintillating, but it's still not over for him yet.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On play action. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try now for Crosby. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6". And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd and 4. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's fine. Yeah.
On second down, Williams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.